Today has been a really important day in my life. It's not important yet, probably, but I want to remember it as a really important day in my life. I want to remember this 10th of July of 2020 as the day of change and day of a new start. Today I quit my job. I wouldn't say that it's the best moment to quit your job, but I did it. This message is for all the people who feel the same way. You are here to be happy, and only you can decide if you will be happy. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Yulia, and today the things will get a little bit more personal. Today you don't have a fashion video as you normally do. Today I'm gonna talk about a different topic. I'm gonna talk about how I quit my job in 2020. How I quit my job during quarantine, during coronavirus, why I did it, and what is my future plan. I wanted to share this video, I wanted to film this video for different reasons. The first reason is just because I wanted to share it. I'm the type of person that I don't talk about my problems with anybody except my husband, and that's something that I need to work on because that makes me feel super anxious. You just keeping it for yourself, everything, and there is a moment that you just explode. That literally would happen to me. I want to get real with you. I have this platform on YouTube. I love YouTube, and I think that the majority of my videos I'm not showing who I really am, and for me it's super important. That's why I actually love YouTube, because you can meet the person just through the screen, and YouTube is giving you a great opportunity to meet a person through the screen and get inspired and get motivated by that person. Also, why I wanted to share this video, and this is the most important reason, is to know the people who are in the same situation, because there are many people that are in the same situation as I am right now, that you are not alone and that you can do it. It's not gonna be easy, I know, but it's gonna make you happier, I promise you. I want to give you a little bit of background so you get to know me a little bit more. I definitely not a native English speaker. You can tell it in every word that you hear from me. I was born in Ukraine. I moved to Spain when I was 11. I lived in Spain for 16 years. My whole family lives in Spain. In Spain, I met my husband, and 2 years after meeting my husband, he won the green card lottery, so he had the opportunity to come to US. By that time, after 2 years, obviously we weren't married. He moved to US and we had to get married, and we had to wait for 2.5 years before I would be able to move with him. We had a long distance relationship for 2.5 years, a pretty big distance. He was living by that time in the East Coast. He was living for 1 year in New York and for another 1.5 years in Chicago, and I was living in Spain. After I was allowed to come to US, we decided that we want to move to West Coast, especially because of the climate, because we liked the vibe of California. So we moved to San Diego in April 2018. So I left my job, I left everything behind, and I moved with my husband to San Diego in April 2018. It wasn't what I thought it would be. I was really struggling to find a job. Well, in my mind, I was really struggling to find a job. I found a job 4 months after moving to US. But at that time, those first 4 months were really difficult for me, and I was really struggling with myself, because I was just thinking that I'm not good enough and I will not get a job where I want to have a job. And the truth is that in San Diego, I didn't really have many job opportunities. I worked in production department. I've been working in production department for the last 5 years, a little bit more than 5 years right now, and I was looking to get a job in fashion industry. That's what I love. Fashion is one of my biggest passions. In San Diego, I wasn't really getting any job opportunities, so I started looking in LA, and long story short, I got a job in LA. So from San Diego we moved to LA 4 months after. I got my job in production department, and long story short, I didn't like the company and I didn't like what I was doing. From my previous experience, in my understanding, I wasn't doing production. When I'm talking about production, is me being in daily contact with the factories and making sure that the product you're doing, clothes, anything you're doing, boxes, shelves, whatever you're doing, is done in the quality that you want, with the accepted price, and it's delivered on time. That's a really short recap. After almost 1 year, I've been there. In my last company I was for like 10 months. I started looking for another job, and I found a job in a really cool company. It was fashion, it was 100% fashion. So I started working for them last June. So I started working for them in June 2019. I was in that fashion industry. I was surrounded by creative people, by designers. I was surrounded with racks of new styles. It was beautiful, but it wasn't that beautiful. Once again, I wasn't doing exactly what I wanted to do, but the truth is that I talked with my manager several times, and we kind of adjusted my responsibilities. I was really grateful because at the end of the day I was learning a lot, but at the same time, even my responsibilities were adjusted and I was given the opportunity to learn more in depth about fashion. I realized something. I realized that it doesn't matter what company you're working for. And that's just my personal experience, okay? I'm talking just about me. It doesn't really matter the company that I was working for, that I will be working for. I will not be 100% happy. I wouldn't say that I was completely unhappy, but I knew by that time already that I will not be happy. I made a big effort to change my job, to quit from my other company, and when I started my new job, it was such a disappointment to see that once again it's not what I was expecting. But on the other hand, I was learning and I was learning new things, and I was in fashion industry, so I really tried my best to be happy in that position and to learn as much as I can and to grow in that position and to be better professional and to be a better person. But at the same time, I knew already in my head that I want to have something personal and that I need to start my path in a different direction somehow. So in some time I will be able to quit my job and to start something mine, and YouTube is a part of that. I'm already telling you, I don't want to be 100% YouTuber. I want to be a YouTube part of my life, but I don't want to be only YouTuber. I don't think that that will fulfill me 100%. And I'm doing videos for YouTube for a long time. I'm doing videos for YouTube for the last 3 years, I would say. But the truth is that this channel, my English channel, is only 6 months old. I previously had a channel in Spanish with, right now that channel has around 11,000 subscribers, but since I was living in United States, since I was living in LA, I decided to open an English channel because that was just making more sense for me. I love sharing my vision of fashion. I love sharing my tips and secrets, and I love YouTube and I love connecting with people, and I had a lot of ideas, all the ideas that I really wanted to do, but I never found the right moment. I never found the time for it, and in that situation, coronavirus happened. My company sent us home in March, and since March till now, I was working from home. Coronavirus is tough for everybody. Everybody as a company and as an individual is suffering and experiencing the coronavirus effect. And for everybody, of course, it's a new situation and everybody is trying their best to keep going, you know. It's not an easy situation, that's for sure. In this whole situation, I was really trying my best. I was working my ass off. Feeling good about the job that I'm doing, feeling happy about the job that I'm doing, it's extremely important for me. I like things to be done correctly. That's for everybody. You like to feel that you've done a good job. And for the longest time, not only for during the epidemic, I was feeling that I wasn't doing a good job. I was feeling this way because I'm super critical with myself and I know when I'm failing, and I wasn't feeling good about that. But also I was several times told that I'm not doing a good job. I was feeling sometimes that I was doing a good job, but many times, seriously, many times I was feeling that I wasn't doing the good job, the great job that I wanted to do when I was working my ass off. And the last couple of months were the hardest. I started analyzing what was going that wrong, why I was feeling that bad. I would say that I wasn't happy with myself, with the execution of my job for more than 2 months. The last 2 months I was feeling, I started to feel extremely frustrated and I started feeling really unhappy. And I found different reasons. I was extremely overwhelmed with everything that I had to do. And also, on the other hand, I wasn't feeling confident about what I was doing. I don't think it's 100% my fault to feel in that way. I wasn't feeling confident, and when you're not feeling confident, you're feeling anxious about what you're doing, and when you're feeling anxious, you're doing mistakes. And other than that, I wasn't feeling fulfilled and I wasn't feeling motivated. I didn't like what I was doing. I was doing that to reach to a new position. But at the end of the day, I realized that I don't want that other position. And I realized that that new position will not make me happier. And I realized that it's not worth it. It's not worth the stress, it's not worth the amount of hours that I'm spending, it's not worth the money. And at the end of the day, I realized that I'm just wasting my time in something that makes me extremely unhappy and makes me extremely frustrated, and I'm not spending this time in trying to be where I want to be. And honestly, I didn't want to quit right now because obviously the situation is not good. But I wasn't sleeping at night. I was thinking in the amount of emails that I have pending. If you can't sleep because of your job, if you can't mentally spend a quality time with your husband because of your job, if you can't spend a quality time with your friends because you're thinking and you're constantly stressed about your job, it's not worth it. And at the end of the day, I just exploded and I just left. It's gonna be a new chapter in 2 weeks. I was working this 9-10 hours per day for this company, and after finishing at 7 p.m. I was starting with my YouTube channel. And everything that I was doing for my YouTube channel, because I wanted and I want YouTube to be a part of my future life and a better life, I was doing everything on autopilot. And I can clearly see that in my last videos, that I'm doing everything on autopilot because I don't have time. I'm extremely tired. I'm extremely mentally tired. I'm feeling stressed. I'm feeling extremely anxious. And I'm doing videos just to do the videos. But I'm not feeling the passion that I was feeling about my videos. I'm not doing a good job either. I just realized that that wasn't working for me, that I was wasting my time at my job that wasn't making me happy, but I also was wasting my time on doing not that good job that I can actually do on my YouTube and on my other projects that I really can't do because, especially because of my mental tiredness, because you're not putting your heart in anything that you're doing. I wasn't doing any favor to myself. Don't let anybody, don't let a friend, person you don't know, your manager, your coworker, your husband, your family, anybody to tell you what you can do and what you can't. I was feeling, and I need to get rid of that feeling. I was feeling that I'm not good enough. I was feeling that I'm failing every day. I was feeling that I can't do things. And let me tell you something. The only person who really decide what you can do and what you cannot is you. And I'm telling that to myself too. I'm the only person who decide what I can do and what I cannot. And what I decided is that I cannot stay unhappy and I cannot stay frustrated. And what I want to do is to try my best to put my heart in something that I truly believe that I am good at. That felt really good, you guys. So what's now? So now I'm gonna be working for this company for 2 weeks because I think I need to do the things right, and I given them 2 weeks to find another person, and after that I'm gonna be 100% trying to build my own brand and my own project. It's gonna work, who knows. I need to get rid even of that idea, but it's just I still have in my mind that idea of failure. But also I need to be realistic. It can fail. Whatever I have in my mind, it can fail. It can happen. But at least I tried, you know? And it's much better to try instead of staying in your kind of a safe place that makes you extremely unhappy. And I know I'm gonna have a really limited economic freedom, but I do think that this will make me happier. Thanks God, no, let's be real. Thanks my husband, I can have this opportunity. I can leave my job and I will still living in the same house and I will still have food in my fridge. That's thanks to my husband. And that's the reality. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's what it is. And I'm super thankful for his support. But on the other hand, it's been such a long way, you guys. It's been such a long way, and I think we both deserve this. Because seeing your partner unhappy makes you unhappy. If I would see him unhappy every day at his job, I would be unhappy. And I know that he feels this way right now. We've been in a long distance relationship for 2 years and a half. We left our family, we left our friends, we left our life behind to come here and be unhappy. I don't think it's fair. We came to US to enjoy this opportunity to live this adventure, and I know that not all of you that are in the same situation have this possibility, but honestly I was already at the point that I would be happier to do any other job. I would be happier to do, I don't know, a bartender at the coffee shop just to have that money to pay my rent, but that will allow me that mental freedom to, once I'll leave my job, I'm not thinking about my job and I'm focused on my other projects. So you guys, you're not alone. It sucks to be at the job that it's not making you happy and you're just at a job that just provides you money. Really important thing, but it's just not providing you any other thing other than that. You are more than that. You are more than just a machine of making money. You deserve to be happy, and you can spend your time with much more value to make more money, you know? Because that's also the point. Let's get real. I was in the position that was fairly paid, but I want more. I want more. That's not a bad thing. And I also knew that if I'll continue in that company, I will not have more money because of the situation. And even if I will get that another position, that will not give me the money that I want to. You are greater than you think you are, and you can spend your time with more value than what you're doing right now. If you feel the way that I was feeling, and I'm still kind of feeling this way, and I will need to get rid of many feelings, bad feelings. But if you're in the same position, just make the decision. I know it's freaking hard. I know it's not the best time, but let me tell you something. It will never be the right moment, and you will get to the point where you just explode, as I did. The way that I left and the point that I was, it's not good. It's not good for the company, it's not good for your mental health. And I know that from now on I will need to work even harder, and I don't really care about that. I don't really care if I will need to work 12 or 14 hours, and I'm so ready for that, but I will work on something that I love. And if I'll fail, I will fail because of my mistakes. I will not fail because the guy from a different department didn't do his part, so you're not able to do your part, so your job and your work is affected. Now, if I'll fail, I will fail because of my own mistakes and because I had to improve, and I will. I will do my freaking best and put my heart and all my hard work into my personal projects. So what I'm gonna do, first thing, as I was telling you, I want YouTube to be part of my life. I like YouTube, I love YouTube, I think it's a great platform to show what you have. I think that's a great way to show who you are. So I will be creating more videos, more quality videos, and I will be creating more personal videos because I really want to connect with you guys. I don't want to be a catalog. I don't want to be a Zara catalog. That's how I was feeling about my last videos. You can go to H&M.com or Zara.com and see what I'm showing you. I don't want to be that for you. I want to be something more, and I know that I can give you more. I promise you. I have more inside that I want to show you and I want to give you. Now I don't have a battery. But as I also told you, I don't want to be only YouTuber, I don't want to be only Instagrammer or whatever. So one of my projects is to offer you a styling services. I love fashion, I think I'm really good at it. I started working on that project, but with all that was going on, I really didn't have that time to offer you the quality of the service that I really want to give you and that I able to give you. That's my biggest project right now. I'm gonna be working on that, and I will be launching that soon. I really hope. I have great ideas. I think it's not something new, it's not something that you have never seen, but I do think that me as a person, and that's something that you need to do also, you need to put you as a priority and think what great things you can do, and I'm sure about that. I do think that I can give you value and I can make a difference in your styling, in your wardrobe, in your closet, and how you see yourself. I try to be that for you through my YouTube videos, but I do really want to be able to give that personal styling advices and to work with people and help people. I do have other projects in mind that will require product development and all that. I need to start with something and then see really how it goes. It sounds freaking crazy. I thought about this, but I never thought that I will be telling this. In July 2020, I will be vlogging the beginning of this new chapter and the evolution of this new adventure and of this new chapter of my life. I'm super excited, super happy about this. Like, seriously, super happy. I know that it's gonna be hard. I know that I will feel anxious because I'm super anxious and I'm super nervous person. But I'm super happy about this. To be honest, feeling inspired, feeling motivated. So yeah guys, I really hope I gave you that motivation. You're powerful. You just need to use your power in the right direction. And I really hope with this video at least I gave you that a little push to pursue your dreams. I really hope you'll stay to watch my journey. I hope this video was helpful for you. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. Be brave, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.